So I got to the explanation of the drop, but this reminds me of what I was saying earlier in that first video. The power shall always belong to those who give their lives to the city. So does that mean the power belongs to Danica or the power belongs to Bryce? Because when Danica is acting kind of like the anchor for Bryce, like, was she able to do that because Danica still has like the power, or if that makes sense? I don't know. Like, that whole ending scene still makes me a little like confused with like how Bryce was able to do it. Like, I know she was able to do it alone, but like, was Danica helping her? And if she was, like, how much did she help her? And how was she able to like call on to her and talk to her? You know what I mean? Like, is there an afterlife? Because I know that like there is at one point an explanation of like somebody that like can take you to the afterlife, and like Bryce bargained her soul for it. But is there a way to communicate with those people and continue to communicate with those people in the afterlife, if you get what I mean? I want a chimera. Syrinx grumbled, his cage rattling, another possessive and aggressive alpha hole, but a small fuzzy one at least. That's so cute. I want a chimera. Rune, especially with his starborn status, would one day have to submit to an arranged marriage when a young female deemed suitable to continue the precious royal bloodline came along. So, did not remember that. As soon as they introduced Isaiah as gay, I was like, we need more gay characters in the Massverse. We have more, but we need more. We need more of more and more to find a partner. Yeah. Let me read this. That Danica had been murdered by a pit level demon, which would have required the deadly black salt to summon it into this world, couldn't have been a coincidence. It seemed quite clear that Briggs had been released, gotten his hands on the black salt, summoned the demon, and set it loose upon Danica. Okay, we know that that was all speculation, of course, but the obsidian salt. The obsidian salt. I'm like the obsidian necklaces from Throne of Glass, like the obsidian. It wasn't towers, but I think it was a tower. Like the three. It was like the triangle that was blocking out all the power. So it's crazy. So like the obsidian can block power in Throne of Glass, but it can also open gates in Crescent City when it's in salt form. So I'm like, I wonder how that works. I wonder if we have more answers in the third book, if we have more answers in the second book, because I haven't gone into the second book. Well, now I remember why I don't remember Tertian. Yes, Tertian's murder was the same as Danica's in the Pax, because he got unalive. Like, dude got unalive, and I did not remember this. Oh well. I put in the margins, is the necklace the only thing keeping Bryce alive? The Archesian. You know it's the Archesian for sure. At one point, Maroon says, "Blow me, Athalar," and in the margins I put, "Don't mind if I do. Do not mind if I do. I'll do it." And then I put, Rune has Rhysand's powers? Question mark. Rune is a shadow daddy, and then I was like, wait, is he like a shadow daddy like Rhysand, or is he a shadow daddy like Asriel? And then I wrote as a question, I was like, did Rhysand come from another dimension? Is that why him and his mom felt out of place in Akatar? So this is where I kind of got like Throne of Glass like minor thing where I was like, okay, that has to be like, and it has to be like connecting to Throne of Glass. The Green Isle, ruled by the Stag King, still bowed to the Republic. Stag King, that's from Throne of Glass. The White Stag is from Throne of Glass. And then the Autumn King, like the Autumn Court, I'm like, what does that have to do with it? How is that related? How is that correlated? I don't know. I don't know. So like the Malachim angels, winged angels with feathers, are these like the seraphim and Akatar? Because I legitimately didn't know. I should probably like look it up. Aw, Hunt is overprotective. Hunt is daddy is what I put in the margins. I put Bryce reminds me of Aelin. But they have two very different personalities. I think she reminded me of Aelin because she was like very sassy and all that. But then, like, after I finished the book, I was like, Bryce is her own person and she has her own struggles, and so did Aelin. And I feel like my two favorite are Aelin and Bryce out of all of SGM's characters. I mean, that and Nesta, those top three. I don't know why this was something I needed to write. Syrinx likes durian fruits. I don't know why I needed to write that, but I did. And then through love, all is possible. And for some reason, I wrote in the margins, isn't this a Bible thing? So, salts for protection against darker powers against demons. Many Vanir built their homes with slabs of salt at cornerstones. Rumor claimed that the entire base of the Asteres Crystal Palace was a slab of salt that had been built upon a natural deposit. And this is where, like, my brain was doing mental gymnastics because I was like, wait, obsidian. Obsidian, all that obsidian would block out powers, and maybe this is why it's protection against demons. And so let me reread this. Salt for protection against darker powers against demons. Many Vanir built their houses with slabs of salt at the cornerstones. And that made me think of the triangle in Throne of Glass. And then it also made me think of the salt mines of Endovir connected to the Asteri castle and or are warding off demons. Like this was just like a theory. I was like, wait, are the salt mines of Endovir like obsidian salt mines? Am I like making shit up in my head? Like and then and then in the margins I was like, wait, were they using the salt mines of Endovir to mine salt, black salt, in order to summon demons? And I was like, wait, wait. Black salt were used for summoning demons directly bypassing the Northern Rift entirely, or for various dark spell work. A salt that went beyond black, a salt like obsidian. And she puts this in italics like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And now I'm like, wait, was all this time, were they in the salt mines of Endovir? The obsidian salt, was it an obsidian salt mine? So seven, the holy number or unholy, depending on who was worshiping. Seven Asteri, seven hills in the Eternal City, seven neighborhoods and seven gates in Crescent City, seven planets and seven circles in hell, with seven princes who ruled them, each darker than the last. This part, wait. With seven princes who ruled them, each darker than the last. Is this referencing to? Wait a minute. And seven circles in hell with seven princes who ruled them, each darker than the last. Is this Rhysand? Are they talking about Rhysand? Because in Akatar they say that there are 26 worlds stacked on top of each other. This was in Court Silver Flames. Seven gates to seven worlds. Is Rhysand a Vogue prince? But is this stating that in each world there's a prince? Like, I need I need answers. I need answers to my questions. I need answers to my questions. Don't underestimate the obsidian salt, Quinlan. It can bring over the very worst of hell. Can summon Vol? Can summon Vol? Question mark TOG reference. And then Bryce at one point goes, I put it on Jessica's account. She spends more money on beauty products in a month, so I doubt she'll notice. I put period. Charge the boss that exploits you. And then Lahaba with her fangs and bangs. That was literally one of my favorite parts of the books. In Akatar, they also had libraries burnt down to prevent the spread of knowledge. I wonder if this is the same language that Amryn used to speak. What is this? More than that, she wouldn't say. She hadn't been able to read most of the books since they were in long dead languages or in codes or clever only highly trained linguists or historians might decipher. I was just trying to connect dots at this point, I think. Ran out of time again. I'm sorry.